Well, we could make it.
Welcome. Big day. Big day.
Oh, you're great.
Good.
I'm going to turn this over at this point in time to the mayor of this fine city, Sam Teresi. Mr. Mayor?
When the two Randys, Sweeney and Anderson and Greg Peterson, asked if I would be willing to be part of this terrific event, I dropped everything and said absolutely. What many of you may not know is that I'm connected to the LaMancuso family as well. My dad's cousin, Sam Trass, was married to a LaMancuso. So I guess through Italian, Sicilian laws, I know Greg Peterson, when he welcomed everybody in this beautiful historic building, indicated that the first 25 rows or so were reserved for the LaMancuso family. I think there are 3 seats up on top, and if you're not, but if I could I just have everybody who's a LaMancuso by name, a LaMancuso by marriage, please stand and be recognized here. This is, keep standing. Sherman, Maple Street, otherwise known as the borough of LaMancuso. Dad used to have a saying, it's much more important to be a good man than a great anything else. And Sammy LaMancuso is a great father, a great husband, a great son, a great brother, a great businessman, and a great race car driver, but more importantly, in my dad's eyes, he's a good man. I would like to have that good man and his immediate family please join me up here at the podium for a minute. And privilege, on behalf of the 35,000 great people of New York's Pearl City of Jamestown, to present this proclamation. Whereas we join with residents from throughout our community to honor Sammy LaMancuso for both his racing legacy and years of dedicated service to people throughout the greater Jamestown region. And whereas Sammy has worked his whole life in the automobile industry and has gained many accolades as one of the most popular local stock car drivers of his generation. And whereas Sammy's achievements over the past 70 years in the stock car arena, private business, and as a terrific husband, father, relative, and friend, serve as a shining example of what hard work and dedication mean. And whereas we join today with Sammy's family, friends, and fans for the premiere screening of the movie Sammy, chronicling his many years of racing success and contributions to our community. Now therefore I, Samuel Teresi, Mayor of the great city of Jamestown, do hereby proclaim Sunday, April 24th, 2016, as Sammy LaMancuso Day in the city of Jamestown, and encourage all residents all of our residents to join in recognizing the contributions and accomplishments of this extraordinary man, and to follow his inspirational example of hard work and selfless, dedicated service to his fellow residents throughout the greater Jamestown community. In witness whereof, I hereunto have set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Jamestown to be affixed this 24th day of April of the year 2016. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Loved and respected by your entire community. It says a lot, it means another thing. But not so fast. Not so fast. Houston, we might have a little problem. These proclamations are not given out lightly. We do tremendous research to make sure that everything is completely in order before somebody gets a day. And late last night, as we were doing the computer search, we found a few glitches out there. There were 3 incidents relating back to an event, according to the city's records, that took place on September 26th of the year 2010. Number one, there was a little incident of driving with an unauthorized police escort downtown Jamestown. Don't worry, I just got off the phone with Chief Harry Snellings on my way down. The records are being washed and revised. Chief Harry is just ex post facto approved the police escort permit.
Every time you get another one.
Yeah. Can't you find a good lawyer in the family to tell you how to talk about the lawyer? Number 2, the records also show that there was a parade that took place throughout the streets of downtown Jamestown without a parade permit. But the good news, I just got off the phone with City Clerk Jim Olson. He is back at City Hall right now issuing the parade permit ex post facto. And I'm paying for that. But the third one, a little bit of a problem, which we also found out took place again this morning, of driving an unregistered vehicle on the streets of downtown Jamestown. And that's beyond my jurisdiction to take care of. Does anybody know a good judge that might be able to help you
And I don't think it was just an unregistered motor vehicle. I think it was unlicensed, uninspected. So there's a litany of those charges. And I don't usually handle the traffic calendar. I know that Judge Larson does. But knowing what usually happens, worst case scenario, you'll be out by the firecracker 500.
I don't want to miss that.
But they do have nice tea cable at the jail. But there's such a thing as due process, and these are back in 2010. So the only thing I could say, you know, with a CPL and 30/30 and speedy trial, I mean, I think you would be immune to prosecution on something that happened 6 years ago. Let's have to be more recent, maybe today. And being a senior, you get the senior discount. I want you to be clear, too, that not only are you immune for these things that happened in 2010, but I think that you'd also be covered probably because of due process and speedy trial with the 1960s test runs between Foote Avenue and Maple Street, which were virtually every Saturday. The car was running right. And it probably would even include those late 40 midnight runs with Stinky Caprino when you were 12 and 13. But those are all past the statute of limitations. All right, you all set?
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, with that absolution, it is now officially Sammy LaMancuso Day in the city of Jamestown. Enjoy the film.